G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I am going to do a cute little 3D bloom for you today in my chunky live edge coaster mold. It's it's a lovely little mold. I'm going to do that. So just clear today. I'm not going to do a background. I'm just going to do some clear resin. My resin has been sitting for 25 minutes and I just took its little temperature and it got to, oops, I've spilled some on there. It got to 33 degrees. Got to 33 degrees before I was sort of ready for it. So I quickly had to pour it and then start the video, but that's all that happened. I just spilled some resin on there, I sprayed it with some alcohol and I can clean it off. All right, I'll get back to that later. Okay, so I've just poured my resin in here. I am using the Let's Resin 4-hour fast cure, and as I said, I mixed it up. I did what did I do? 60 grams of part A and 55 grams of part B. And then I waited until it got to, I was trying to go for 33, but I ran out of time, got to 34 degrees. Now, I'm going to put some Deco Rom, just some cheapies from Amazon, just because they spread nicely. I don't want to put too much ink in, because it can sort of detract from the whiteness of your bloom. So that's violet, and then I've got Forget Me Not. So see how they go. So just one drop and then another drop in between, so 5 drops of each, and then we'll put the blue, maybe two blues in the middle. All right, how's that? So it's only a little mold. I don't want to overdo it with ink. Now let your ink sit. Now into here I've got 20 grams of clear resin, same resin. When I decanted that, I poured it into there as well, so it was all sitting in there for 25 minutes. Now I'm just going to pop 2 little drops. Did I open it? Nope. It might help if I opened it. 2 little drops of my white pigment paste in here. Give it a little squeeze, wait for it to drop off. Wipe the top. Okay, so that's that done. Now we'll give this a bit of a stir. Now it's up to you. If you want your white petals to be really white, then you know you could do a little bit more white, but I find 1 drop per 10 grams is ample. But yeah, if you wanted a whiter, sort of more opaque petal, you could by all means use a bit more. I'm just going to wipe my stick so we can have a look at the colour. Make sure that it's all stirred in well. So you've heard me say this a million times before. Once your resin gets to the right temperature, feels nice and warm, and that will be determined on the type of resin that you're using. They're not all going to be the same. There's a bubble there. So it is, get off bubble. It's still transparent. Put that a little bit of a torch in there. Yeah, so wait until your resin has come to temperature, feels nice and warm and thick. Pop it in there, drop your inks straight away as soon as you can. Let the inks start moving and doing their thing, because you need them to stop moving before you put your white in, okay? Otherwise the ink moving will distort your petals and you don't want that. So if you've ever wondered why maybe, you know, all your petals are pushed off to one side, it could be because your table's not level, but it could also be that, you know, the alcohol has pushed them in, or maybe afterwards you've put too much heat on and it's, you know, blown the petal around, or maybe you've been washing up, you know, spraying some alcohol on your hands, or or on your sticks or something and a drop has splashed in there and moved everything, that will also happen. So yeah, it can be a little bit finicky. All right, now we're going to snip the top off. Don't need to have a very big opening, but just test it. I like to be able to squeeze the hole, squeeze the bag, you know, to make it the size that I want it. So here we go. I'm leaving the middle because I want to do some fireworks in there. Now don't let this white touch your mold, or it could hang on and like not move properly, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's, I think that's my center. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that looks nice. All right, so that's going to be that. Oh, I should have done that afterwards. Never mind, never mind. I should have done my drops afterwards. I forgot that I still need to pull my, make my lines. That's okay, it's okay. We'll just have to be careful. All right, so, oh gosh, maybe I won't do that one. It's out, 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 and then between those I'm going to go out as well. Actually, I will pull through that middle one. It'll be all right. I just have to be careful not to disrupt my little dots. And did I do all of them? Okay, and then in. Yeah, I was totally forgetting about, you know, doing all this pulling of the lines in and out. I should have done that first and then done my dots, but never mind. It'll be okay. The dots are still there. My little fireworks. Just going to clean off my little silicone. Oh, it's not a silicone stick. It's a little dotting tool, this one. Little dotting tool. Now, do I need to make these? No, I won't. I was going to say I was going to make them a bit bigger, but I won't. I'm just going to leave it. Give it a light little torch. See a couple of bubbles there. That's it. All right, let's leave that. And hopefully it will bloom. Hopefully we'll get some little dotty fireworks in the middle. And yeah, I'm not going to do a background or anything. I just want to leave it plain so that you can see the crystals, you can see into it. Just, you know, less is more sometimes. So we'll see what happens. Just take my little gloves off here and I'll bring you down. It's starting to bloom already. Sometimes also, you know, overheating, or when you get your heat gun, if you use, oh, let me just grab it, it's hanging on here. If you use a heat gun and you're blowing, it may, you know, disrupt your petals. I mean, I do use the heat gun sometimes, but it's only such a little mold. I don't want to go disrupting it too much. So we'll just leave it, and hopefully that violet looks blue, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, in the bottle it looks quite purple. But anyway, we'll have a dark blue and a light blue. How's my little dots going? Are they doing anything yet? Are you doing anything, little dots? We'll give it some time. It's starting to bloom. Look at that. It's doing it, you guys. It's doing it. All right. I'll leave that. It's late in the evening now. Well, relatively late. I'm going to have my dinner. I'll let this sit. And I'll come back to it in the morning and unmold then. So it'll be when I wake up, it goes, yay, It's unmolding day. I love that. All right, I'll see you then. Okay, guys, so it's the next day and this has set. And look how absolutely gorgeous it has bloomed. So excited. So excited to get this out. This white paste works so beautifully. And for me, it works every single time. Okay. All right, look at that. Love that crystal edge. Look at it. So gorgeous. Just a fine, delicate piece. So you don't want a really thick, chunky bloom. Well, I hope it's not going to be a thick, chunky bloom. I hope it's going to be a really pretty bloom. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see if it's worked. Da 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 da. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is divine. Hey, look, I've got a little bit of blue transparency in the middle. Normally I don't get that. Normally I've got a big white blob in the middle, but because I put my my fireworks in first and then kind of piped or pulled the stick around, I didn't disrupt that center, so it's still a little bit blue in the middle. Look at it. That's the side. Super shiny, glossy. Look at the edges. Now I will just put a bit of black card on just so that you can see, you know, if you want to see what it looks like with black. Right, let's have a look. We'll do it this way. Okay, we're going to have a second reveal. All right? Are we ready? Not that I'd put black on the back, but just for those that want to see what it looks like with a dark background. Okay, here we go. Second reveal of the day. Ta-da! Look at that! Oh my gosh. It's so pretty, isn't it? I just absolutely adore this. Adore it. So, because it's a clear coaster, obviously it's going to pick up whatever color you've got underneath. If you particularly wanted to do a dark background, you certainly could. You could, before you unmold it, just do a top coat, you know, as you would normally. But if you do want to go for that clear and delicate look, then just leave it. I find if you do put another layer of like a darker resin on the back, it kind of detracts from the clear crystal edge because the blue or the dark color is coming right to the edges there. You know, it comes right out to the edge like that. You kind of lose that crystally look, but look, totally up to you. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Right, here we go. Let's go for a little wander around with it. Not that we need to, you've already seen it. Okay. Try not to drop it. Go up here. Super shiny, reflective on top. And there's the crystal edge. As you can see, it's not very thick. I only poured it like probably halfway, but I didn't want a thick, chunky coaster. So with these molds, as with any mold, well, any deeper mold, I guess, you can fill it all the way, you can fill it halfway, whatever you want to do. So you don't have to fill these all the way. If you want a thinner coaster, then by all means fill it halfway like I did. So yeah, oh my gosh, love this so much. All right, that's me done. Now I can go and have my coffee. I woke up and go, yes, it's unmolding day. So yeah, very exciting. And I'm going to have my coffee now and relax. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my video. And I will let you know about my new pigment paste very soon. Okay, so just be patient, continue with my testing. You wouldn't want a product that hasn't been tested. I'm sure of that. Okay, thanks again for watching. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.